Hello, this is Sudhakar Muparte. Welcome to Crowdsourced AI project. This is a project to integrate other AIs. So the first AI that we are going to integrate is ChatGPT. So we are taking AWS infrastructure and knowledge, understanding, doing tasks, provisioning is EC2 instances, setting up security groups, setting up policies. All these tasks done by a human, we want to automate and make a system where you can converse conversational way we will be provisioning these resources. So that's where ChatGPT comes into picture. All right, so it's kind of a project where we're teaching the machine using c1c2 diagrams, and that model will be available in this project. I will be showing those models as well in the future, but right now I'm explaining the concepts of AWS. What does it take to model, and what that model uh, will do for us in the future automation and answering questions in English. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, so you sign up into the AWS, login into sign up if you don't have an account, and log in once you have an account. So the first one of the things to provision a EC2 machine is to create a key pair. All right, so what is this public key, private key pair thing? So let me annotate. So this is how I'm going to draw these diagrams. Okay, so you have to create a key pair. So I can create as many key pairs as I want. And every key pair needs a name. So that's the name that we will use for the key. So give it a name. And then when you download this key pair into your private key, so it will be saved with that name and a format, key pair type. Sorry, format. Okay, file format. So here there are two types of file formats for now. A PPK if you are using Windows machine, you download as a PPK format. So if this is X, name is X, this would be x.ppk. Okay, so X. So there is a naming convention that you can follow. And so that you know what the name is. So yeah, okay. So that's one. The other one is PEM, file format. So X dot PPM. Okay. So this is the file class. Okay, so this is file class, and you download this key pair. Um, I can have multiple key pairs, but when I launch my machine, I need to know uh, uh, I need to use one of the key pairs. And when I try to log in, I also need to use the corresponding correct ppk or .pem file, which is my private key, and then only I will be able to log in into that instance. Okay, so in AWS, okay, let's see. So I'm going to show the relationships. Okay, so these are instances, EC2 instances, instance. So maybe this key pair is attached to this instance. So I can use multiple instances using the same key pair. So I can launch this instance with this key pair. I can launch one to many, basically. I just need one key pair. And you have to keep it secure. Um, then what else? Download the files. Then, okay, so one concept I think we already discussed. When you create a key pair, there is a public key and a private key. So in the console, you have to you have a type. You have to so there are two. It will provide two types. So here RSA and ED25519. So what type of key type we want to select? Okay. Key type. Just select that, and then you can create the you can create the file, and then you store this file in your local machine. One time download only allowed, and then if you lose this file, you can't get into those machines. So you have to be careful of that. All right, now let's talk about security group concept. Security group. So this is to log in into the machine. But if you want who can log in and from what all client machines or which applications can get in and access this, so you can set up a security group. So let's see how that would be. So you have a security group, and you can have multiple security groups, but let's just talk about one security group attached to this. So I attach this security group to this instance. Now this security group has inbound rules. So which means from where all I can have the traffic coming in. Inbound rules, inbound, and then I will have another one for outbound. Okay, outbound rules and inbound rules. So one of the I can have multiple rules. I got one rule, second rule, third rule. So which means I can connect from my home, from my office, from my other office, etc., etc. So I can mention all those rules. Okay, let's see. In these rules, you will have rule type HTTP or HTTPS. HTTP, so rule type. So you can select HTTP. You can select another rule, HTTPS, another rule, SSH. So these are the different ways that I can HTTP, HTTPS, SSH. I can connect using those protocols. So this is the protocol, communication protocol. Protocol. Okay. Then I will have my source IP addresses, source. Okay. So I can connect my from my home IP address. Okay, now let me see. I'm trying to get my annotation marks. Okay, let's undo that extra arrow. Okay. So I got my source as anywhere. Okay, I can put anywhere, or I can select some custom IP address. Rule type, choose HTTPS. For source, choose anywhere. Choose my IP. Do one of the following. Choose add a rule. For type, choose SSH. Choose my IP to automatically add the public IPv4 address of your local computer. So you have different choices. You can say anywhere. That means from anywhere you can access this machine. This is our security group. So every security group will have a name. Okay. Source IP. Yeah, let me write IP here. IP address. Okay. Source IP address. All right. And what else? Create that security group, and that's it. Okay. All right. The reason I'm going slow and then trying to see this text and then draw these diagrams is because I want to give you the flavor of how you have to draw these things and create that c1c2 diagram, and this will translate it directly into a model in our system. Okay, let me go back to let me go back. Okay, so let's just let's summarize what we are doing here. Two things. You need to create a key pair. So give it a name, download the file, and then using that, you launch an instance, and then you set up a security group, attach a security group to that instance, and that security group will have some inbound rules, and that security group also will have some outbound rules. So you can leave all the traffic going out from the machine. So default is everything is going to go out. Inbound only the specific IP addresses are allowed. So specify the IP addresses that you are interested to connect to this machine, and those are the rules. One IP address, maybe another IP address. So you can have different protocols to connect: HTTP, HTTPS, SSH, and keep this PPK file or PEM file in your local and securely, and then you can connect to these instances. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.